What matchup are we looking forward to most in the first round of the NBA playoffs? How do we feel about the finish at the Masters? What do we make of Myles Garrett refusing to go on Mike and Mike? And the Texas Tech defense stood out in the spring series. What do we think this means for the upcoming season? Find out next. MCTV Sports 101 starts now. Hey there, sports fans, and welcome into MCTV Sports 101. I'm Billy Ingle.
And I'm Kyle Stafford.
The NBA regular season is over, and the first round of the NBA playoffs starts this weekend. Kyle, what matchup are you looking forward to most?
Well, I'll give you one. I'll give you one in the East and one in the Western Conference as well. In the Western, I'm going to go with the Clippers and Jazz. I like that. The Jazz making the playoffs for the first time. It's been a while since the Jazz have been there.
And not only that, seeded so highly.
Yeah, the fifth seed, the Clippers, they've been kind of quietly playing pretty well near the end of the season. So they did get Blake Griffin back. Chris Paul is back healthy. So we'll see if they can make one final push. You know, these guys are starting to come near the end of their contract. So, but I like the Utah Jazz. I think they'll take it. I really like Gordon Hayward. I think he'll be in Boston next season, but I think he's going to lead Utah to a first-round win.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're very capable of doing so. But right now, like you said, the Clippers have been playing quiet, good basketball, and I think that's good for them. They've been flying under the radar, no expectations, which is kind of what they want. So I think this actually sets up for them in a little bit better aspect, also having the home court advantage throughout the series.
Yeah.
But you know, I think the biggest matchup in the West is the OKC-Houston Rocket matchup. You've got the two MVP
I don't know if it's going to be close, though.
I mean, I think it has a potential to be a lot closer than people think.
I think it's going to be
five. What I think with Oklahoma, I think they can go to 6 and maybe even 7 if Oklahoma City can slow down that Houston offense. Mike D'Antoni likes to play the fast plays, shoot the three, but if they can get him to play Steven Adams,
OKC plays the same style, though.
Well, yeah, they do.
Russell Westbrook goes 110 miles an hour down the court.
But that's also whenever he's going, you know, he does do that, but on fast breaks. But they're not as, you know, more of a half-court team whenever they do get set up. But if they get Cantor and Adams down there low in the post working, you know, I think that they can steal some games out of that people aren't expecting.
Well, and Houston won 3 of 4. OKC did win the opener of the season. So, I mean, I think it'll be a good series. Obviously, 2 matchups MVPs. I think we'd be shocked if neither one of them won it. Obviously, we differ in that as well. But, look, I think that's a great series. I'm going to give you one, though, in the East that I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't think it's going to be a close series. I think it'll probably end in 5. But Toronto and Milwaukee is kind of interesting me. I want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo in the postseason. The dude led the team in every single category this season. He's one of like 5 players in the league to ever do that. And he's just put on a show this season. You know, Chris Middleton's been back. He's been pretty decent since he's been back. Hasn't been what he was. But, you know, we'll see what they do.
The one that I'm looking forward to is that Cavs-Indiana with the Cavs falling into that 2nd seed.
That was another one, yeah.
You know, with Paul
Lance Stevenson.
The Lance Stevenson back and, you know, doing all that with Paul George in there. I'm excited to see what they can do. I mean, obviously, we'll see how tough Indiana can make it for the Cavs. Obviously, I don't think we're expecting.
I think it'd be probably straight chalk in probably every conference. So.
But, you know, we'll see what happens. It'll be fun.
Yeah. The Masters was this past weekend, had an exciting finish as Sergio Garcia won his first career major title after 19 years on the tour. Billy, what were your thoughts on the Masters?
I mean, overall, I thought it was a good golf tournament. I enjoyed watching it. You know, one thing I was a little bit upset or, you know, disappointed in seeing is Jordan Spieth starting the day stumbling again, once again at the Masters after winning it 2 years ago. But, you know, it was just he started the day in the final round 2 strokes back and first 3 bogeyed the first 2 out of his 3 holes, and then not only that, puts it in the water on 12 again where he had that infamous meltdown last year. So I thought that was a little bit upsetting to see. But I do want to congratulate Sergio Garcia because that was amazing for him. Not only his first Masters, but his first major in 74 appearances. So that's really good for him. He's been playing since he was 19, so I'm happy that he got it.
Yeah, you know, I was a fan of Sergio growing up. I have a book about him that, you know, he wrote about golf when I was all serious about playing golf in high school. But, no, it's really good to see him. And a guy like that, you know, he's been on the tour so long, and he's just waited and waited and waited for his chance. Always played right behind Tiger and right in Tiger's prime.
And right before they got into that playoff, it looked like it was going to slip away from him again whenever he just made that last putt off to the right side and had to go into the playoff.
You knew when Justin Rose hit it in the rough, it was Sergio's time.
Exactly. Projected #1 pick Myles Garrett declined an interview on Monday morning with Mike and Mike after he found out Booger McFarland was co-hosting. McFarland was critical of Garrett in the past, which is why he declined the interview. Kyle, what do you make of this?
It's childish. It's childish of Myles Garrett. You're going to be a professional athlete. You're going to get criticized. You can't refuse to go talk to somebody just because they're criticizing you. That was an opportunity for him to go on there and explain his case of why Booger McFarland is wrong. And he didn't have to do it in an attitude where he was going to get mad or angry. He could have just sat down and been a professional instead of saying, "Oh, I just don't want to talk to you."
Now, see, I don't understand why this is a big deal. To me, this is nothing. This is nothing.
It's not going to hurt his draft stock, but it's childish.
And okay, he can be childish. Why go on to a show where you know you're going to get openly criticized by a person who's said these things?
Because you're going to get criticized no matter what you do.
The man questioned his love for the game.
And Booger McFarland can do that because he played the game. He saw this. He watched the film. He played. He knows what it takes.
But not only that, he can say whatever he's seen the man he plays, whatever, but he hasn't been there on the field with him. He's only watched tape, and he's only done the thing. You can question his physicality.
Okay,
maybe.
well, that was a good chase.
But you can't.
That was a good chance for Garrett to go on there and say that.
So the man felt offended, and he's still 20. You say he's a grown man. He's not a grown man. He's a young, growing man.
He's going to be a professional.
And
he's still a grown man. He's still 20, like 20,
He's not even 21 years old. The man can't go into a bar.
Well, he's still 20.
He still needs to learn
how to. He's not become a professional athlete, right?
He needs to learn how to deal with this in time himself, and he will be a professional athlete.
He went on every other show on ESPN,
because
but refused to go to talk to somebody who might have actually hurt his feelings. So he got his feelings hurt, so he didn't want to go on air. That's childish.
Okay, so he's still going to grow up through this whole process. Maybe he doesn't. He's already not going. He's not
ready to be an NFL player.
The man's already not going to. The man's not. Oh, not ready to be an NFL player.
He's not ready.
You tell every.
Do you know how much criticism he's going to face in the NFL?
Tell me what team is not going to take him because he doesn't want to talk to the cameras.
I'm not saying he's not going to be able to take criticism from anybody else during the season.
He can take criticism. That's not going to stop his play. That's not going to stop him from playing the game and playing it freaking amazingly the way he's done it throughout.
I'm not saying it's going to keep him playing well. I'm just saying that's going to hurt him in the future.
It may
if he can't take criticism, what's he going to do when he lines up against the defense end or an offensive tackle?
How is criticism going to stop him from taking on the offensive tackle? What is he going to do? Say, "Oh, I can't get around him because he hurt my feelings"?
Yeah,
no,
exactly. That's what he's going to say.
That's what he's going to stop. Oh yeah,
yeah. That's what Booger was saying. That he didn't have the effort.
Okay, you show me one time on tape. Whenever an offensive player said
something
mean to him.
I'm not saying in tape. I'm talking about when he makes the league and he goes against the best of the best. When he goes against the best of the best and he gets his feelings hurt because they're going to knock him down.
He's going to play his hardest.
He's going to not be able to get up because he's going to go cry. That's what he's doing.
No,
that's what he's doing. That's childish.
He's never done that once on the field, and he'll never do that.
It's still childish.
We'll see.
We'll see. The final Texas Tech spring game took place last Saturday with the defense getting the win 60-33. With the defense winning 2 out of the 3 in the spring series, Billy, does this mean our defense is improving, or should we be worried about the offense?
I'll say a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You got Pat Mahomes leaving, arguably one of the best quarterbacks to ever play here. Nick Shimanek, I think, will step in and do a very well job, but he's still going to fall off some from the numbers that we put up last year. And in saying that, we did improve a little bit on the defensive side. We got some additions. Jashawn Johnson wasn't an addition, but he's got another year of experience, along with Broderick Washington on the D-line and Jordan Brooks at the linebacker position. But we also got a real big pickup in the secondary with Octavius Morgan.
Yeah, he's had a good spring.
He's had a really good spring, and he was a 4-star recruit coming out of junior college. So, like I said, I think it's a little bit of both. But
yeah, I think that maybe the defense is improving, but we don't really know. It's a spring game. They're playing each other.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we really find out about that?
Exactly.
And my thing, Texas Tech's offensive line is brand new, so that could have helped the defensive line look a whole lot better, getting pressure on Shimanek and all the other quarterbacks, Carter McLean, et cetera, the guys that have played for him. So my thing is, the offensive line's young. I don't think they're as good as people think right now because they are young. They may be good in a few years. There's no running game still for Texas Tech, in my opinion. So I think that Tech, right now, it's too early to tell. And is the defense improved? Well, I hope so. After 3 years under David Gibbs.
After being dead last, there's not so many places you can go.
Yeah, this is a third. Well, we've been saying that for 5, 6 years now.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
This is the third year with David Gibbs. I do think that they will get better. The offense, I think they'll get it right. I'm not too worried. I think Shimanek will do good, but the problem is,
a good coordinator.
The problem
we'll put up
is
points.
Patrick Mahomes made a lot improvising. I don't think Shimanek can improvise like that. So you hope the offensive line protect him. And if the spring is any indication, I'm kind of worried about the offensive line protecting Shimanek.
I would definitely say that we are worried about that, but I do believe that Kingsbury can put a system in place for Shimanek to shine.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, we are going to fall out, and we do have some worries with the offensive line. But I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
As good as that is.
It's only April. So.
It's only April.
Well, that's our show for this week's edition of MCTV Sports 101. Join us next week for the latest big-name stories in sports. I'm Kyle Stafford.
And I'm Billy Ingle. Until next time.